Ladies and gentlemen, scratch that. How are you doing, everyone? Today we're going to talk about something very because we're talking about my gender. I am ready and fully prepared to drag my girls because why would you say things like this? Why would you support such acts? Why can't you be accountable for once? Why can't you do that? Why? So we're going to talk about a Nigerian man who is super petty and I really love it for him. So I'm just going to read a tiny bit of what the story is about so you would fully understand. Nigerian man claims he spent 6 million naira on fake wedding for revenge. The man says he bought a house in Nigeria for his fiancée but hid a camera in a chandelier, catching her with multiple men right before their wedding. Instead of stopping the plans, he spent over 6 million on invitations, food, and the oil, then video called both families on the big day to plan the footage and cancel everything. This is where it gets interesting. Reactions pour in, some praise his bold move as a dodged bullet, while others criticize the waste, privacy invasion, and question if it's just another unverified social media tale. Now, talking about my women in the comment section, I'm going to dive there so you can really listen to what you're talking about and if you are in support of what they're saying or not. The first commentator is a lady and she said, "Am I the only one who thinks he's too old for this kind of gist? You spent 6 million to prove a point, you be onuku." I don't know what that means. I don't know, but if you know what it means, please type it in the comment section. But like I said, I really love it for him. And for me, spending the rest of your life with a cheat is completely worse than wasting this amount of money. Trust me. And his level of pettiness is so funny. I'm just trying to understand or just fathom what was going through his mind, preparing everything, spending the monies, making preparations, people walking into the hall and everything, and he just cancelled everything because he knows how it will reflect on her as a woman. He knows. So instead of just making it easy for her and her mental health and just cutting everything off in private, he brought her out in public so she would know the gravity of what she's done. Now, moving on to the second comment, and this is also my gender. She's saying, "How many did you slept with?" First off, your English is not correct for the kind of atrocity that you are supporting. Let me just read it like that. And she said, "How many did you slept with before the marriage? Abi na only woman they cheat. Abeg rest, oga. Why are you paid? Why can't women call themselves out when they do something very terrible? This is wrong. How did you even have the strength to move with 6 men before your wedding? Like, where did they pass through? Where is that large space for them to go through you like that 6 times? Like, I don't get it. I'm not even sure of the number of times they went into that lady. So it's really, really crazy. It's really crazy. Let us endeavor to call ourselves out when we commit a particular crime or a particular atrocity, regardless of the gender. So now, taking the last comment, which is the other gender, a man, and he said, "Ha ha 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 ha, this guy is just proving no smart point." I thought he was going to support the guy. What? Let's finish this comment. And he said, "You should know women act crazy until they're 60 or 70. It's up to a man to die checking or choking and movement. Bro, if you smell a rat and you can find the rat around another, some minimal cleaning, just move on." I'm trying to understand what he's trying to say, but anyways, I think he's referring to, trying to monitor a woman's movement. But I mean, it's worth it at the end of the day. Leave the man. He planted the camera. That was a very smart one because I'm very sure he's suspected over the months they've been together. I mean, he's not in the country, so he really needs to know who is going to be spending the rest of his life with. And for you to categorically say all women are crazy till you're 60 or 70, don't say that again. Inakwala, don't let me look for you. Don't let me look for you, this man. You are beginning to make sense. Don't let me look for you. So to all my amazing viewers out there, make sure you put in the comment section what you think about this story. How would you best approach this? Would you go down or lower and be as petty as this man was, or you just call it off when it happens? Let us know in the comment section and I'll be there to respond to every one of you. All right, we've come to the end of this amazing edition of Update Zone, showing only on Romy Royal Television. And also, don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and X. My name is Gratitude Imakole. Bye for now.